Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the most stubborn areas to tone as we get older, specifically for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. I'm talking about inner thigh fat. Now, before you click away thinking this is just about vanity, I want you to listen closely. Losing strength and accumulating fat in this area isn't just about how you look in shorts. It is directly linked to your mobility, your balance, and your ability to stay independent. If you have noticed that your legs feel softer or weaker than they used to, it's not just aging. There is a specific biological process happening, and the good news is you can reverse it. But you have to do it the right way, prioritizing safety and recovery. Let's get into the science of what is happening in your legs. You might be familiar with the term marbling in a steak. Unfortunately, as we age, a similar process happens to our muscles. It is called myosteatosis. This means fat isn't just sitting under your skin, it is actually weaving itself inside your muscle fibers. This replaces your healthy, strong muscle tissue with fat and scar tissue. This is why you might feel weaker when climbing stairs or getting out of a chair. The stem cells that are supposed to rebuild your muscles are declining, leading to less energy and more insulin resistance. Here is the most important mindset shift you need to make. Do not focus on the scale. I repeat, throw your scale away for a while. Because we are trying to rebuild muscle density from the inside out, you might not see your weight drop initially. In fact, if you just try to lose weight by starving yourself, you will lose more muscle, which is the last thing we want at this age. Your goal is not weight loss. Your goal is muscle repair. Strength is your new measurement of success. If you can walk longer without fatigue or stand up easier, you are winning. So, what causes this in the first place? It is a combination of a sedentary lifestyle, inflammation, and insulin resistance accumulated over decades. But the biggest factor for us is the natural aging process, mixed with inactivity. So, here is the action plan tailored specifically for you. First, we need to talk about exercise, but not just any exercise. We are going to focus on eccentric exercises. This means lengthening the muscle under tension. You don't need heavy gym equipment. You can do this right at home with a sturdy chair. Hold onto the chair for balance. Slowly, very slowly, lower yourself into a squat position for a count of 4 or 5. Then stand back up. That slow downward movement is the magic. It stimulates muscle growth without damaging your joints. Start with just a few repetitions. If you feel sore the next day, that is a sign you need to rest. At our age, recovery is just as important as the workout. Second, walking. Walking is the best medicine for seniors, but I want you to be strategic about it. Try to go for a walk specifically after your meals. This helps burn off the sugar in your blood before it can be stored as fat in your thighs. You don't need to sprint. Just a brisk, steady pace that gets your heart rate up slightly is perfect. Third, let's talk about nutrition. The days of snacking 6 times a day are over. Every time you eat, you spike insulin, which stops fat burning. I recommend moving to 2 nutrient-dense meals a day, perhaps a late breakfast and an early dinner. This gives your body a longer window to repair itself and burn that intramuscular fat. And please, cut down on the sugars and refined carbs. They are the fuel for inflammation. Fourth, supplements can be a huge help. As we get older, we absorb nutrients less efficiently. Focus on magnesium to help your muscles relax and recover. Vitamin D is non-negotiable for bone and muscle health. And omega-3 fatty acids are fantastic for reducing the inflammation that makes your joints ache. Lastly, sleep. You might find you sleep less than you used to, but quality matters. Deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormones to repair that muscle tissue. If you aren't sleeping, you aren't healing. Fixing your inner thighs will take time. It might take months to undo decades of changes. But remember, you are building a body that will carry you through your golden years with strength and dignity. Don't get discouraged if you don't see changes in the mirror next week. Focus on how strong you feel. You have got this. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who needs some encouragement. I will see you in the next video. Stay strong.